you like games? I like games. Do you like games too? I like games too. I like games too.
Let's see here. Aldrich says, Brother, tell me how to defend my opinions and not be afraid of hell. I have fear of this part because I like so much fantasy games and magic on fiction. Yeah, I mean, that's I'd like to get more detail than I can really get from you now about kind of what you're thinking and feeling about that. If it's an issue of being assured of the gift of eternal life, then you could go to christiangeekcentral.com and just put salvation in the search field, and that should help you find a post that I put called, I think it's titled, He Said What About Salvation? And there I link to a number of different times over the years that I've talked about my, what do you call it, just my view on salvation, specifically the free grace position of salvation, which has a lot of relationship to assurance of salvation, and specifically the aspect of salvation that gives us eternal life. So if you're looking for that kind of content, then I think you will hopefully find some stuff helpful there. If the concern is you are not sure if you should be enjoying entertainment that has magic in it, then there's also some content that you can find about that. If you look at the playlists on the Christian Geek Central YouTube channel, there are playlists about controversial topics. There's a playlist about controversial topics that I think would be found in. There's a playlist called, I think, Faith as a Geek, something along those lines. And you'll find, or even if you just do a search in the channel on magic, then you should find some content on that as well. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, sorry, DT. DT says, stream has been good, but I feel now Paeter's commentary has gotten a little stiff and wooden. Makes me pine for the earlier hours, but I'm sure he'll spruce things up soon and things will be A-okay. Well, yeah, whatever you want me to talk about, then you put it in the chat. And yeah, if you really want things to get super interesting, I mean, 24 hours is a long time to kind of be on for. And so I think I'm going to spice things up for you right here now. And then if you really want the spicy stuff, it comes in little spurts and windows in the last 4 to 6 hours. So I can't promise that I'm going to be full of pizzazz and entertainment value, maybe as much as you're wanting. But I'm going to do my best to persevere through this marathon. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I think that's all that I really need to cover right now. Francisco says, my son says hi, he's been watching for a while. Well, hello, Francisco son. And Oh, and DT says, just noticed the shirt, looks great. Well, that I have to credit Francisco Ruiz of the Retro Rewind podcast, who made the GameSave logo for us, which was really, really cool. Oh! DT was joking about the bathroom board guy. The stiff and wooden. All right. Well, that's good. I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm not sure what I can do to make things more entertaining. I guess I'll just have to be trying to think of what I can do. But okay, now I'm with you. Now I'm tracking with you, and I feel less self-conscious. Okay. All right. Well, we probably ought to get into what some of you guys have probably solely tuned in for, which is the stunts and donor requests and stuff like that, which are supposed to start at 9, so I'm running just a little bit late. This has been an amazing year of fundraising. You know, we've done, in years past, we did 7 years of Extra Life fundraising, and then made the shift this year to our own brand of event that I'm calling Game Save, and it's still a charity fundraiser, and we've switched this year anyway, and as far as I know, I'll probably continue in the future. But doing it, having our own branded thing, makes us nimble. And so if we want from year to year, we can switch which charity we're fundraising for. But the one that really is at the top of my list going forward until I find something else that's even more exciting is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which, if you're not familiar with their work, they treat children in life or death urgent need of medical care, almost always related to cancer, and they treat them for free. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, it's just one hospital, Well, St. Jude's is a research hospital. And so in addition to treating patients there, they are researching and they're on the cutting edge of research for childhood cancers. And they don't hoard that knowledge when they acquire it and in their studies. They freely share it with the rest of the world. And so supporting St. Jude's is actually helping to improve childhood cancer survival rates all over the world. And so I'm very excited to have us raising funds for them this year, and was also thrilled with how it went. I raised $600, which is $100 more than what my goal was. And so I want to thank my donors, which include Joel Nelson, Justin D. Myers, Mark and Nadine, Audrey and Ray, Preston Hancock, and apparently the man himself, Nathan Drake of Uncharted fame. So thank you so much, those of you who donated to my personal fundraising efforts. I also want to thank the Christian Geek Central Game Save team members for jumping on board in this new thing with this brand that I just came up with. It's not some cool established thing that millions of gamers are doing. It's just this little thing that Christian Geek Central is doing. And yet you guys jumped on board. We're excited to be a part of it. And that includes Gabriel 78, Arc Saint, Night Sage, Titus Franson, one of my boys, Crusader 826, also one of my boys, Adam David Collings, and Samuru. Thank you guys all so much. I also want to thank again Francisco Ruiz of the Retro Rewind podcast for our awesome Game Save logo. It's on my shirt. It's also on the screen. You can see it as well. So cool. So it just legitimizes this in my mind. It just fools people into thinking this is a real cool thing that cool people do. That's what it looks like to me anyway. And thank you to anyone who donated to any team member on the Christian Geek Central Game Save team. I checked the total this morning, and our team total is $2,045 raised for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is really close to our record, which was set last year, which was like 2,000, maybe 800 or 900, something like that. But I'll tell you why I'm even more blown away by it this year, is because we have fewer team members this year, by maybe 2 or 3 than we've had in the last 1 or 2 years. And the average, if you divide up all the team members, take our total and look at the average that every team member has raised, it's gone up from a $41 average of fundraising to over $250. And so we had a slightly smaller team this year, but evidently these guys all brought their freaking A game. They were in it to win it. And it's just been fantastic to see how successful each and every team member has been in raising funds for this event. So congratulations to everybody on the CGC team. Great work, guys. And thank you to everybody who's donated toward their fundraising efforts. This has been amazing. Our push for fundraising does end tomorrow, the end of the day tomorrow on the 7th. But the accounts for fundraising of team members should remain open until the end of November. That's when I'm going to actually close off the event. And so you can donate later, anytime in November toward this. And that at the end of November is what I'll count as the final total, which in years past, we usually got a bump toward the end of the calendar year. And so we actually may be right now higher than we've ever been at this point in fundraising. I don't know. I don't have the data on that, but it's a a mind-blowing number. There are still team members who have not reached their personal fundraising goals, so if you haven't already donated, please consider donating to a team member who hasn't reached their goal yet at gamesave.christiangeekcentral.com. Please don't donate to me anymore. I am thrilled. I'm well over my goal. All of my milestones and crazy things have been unlocked. I'm doing every crazy thing I can think of to do, both today and then I have 2 other events that are going to be coming before the end of the year. A Get Good live stream, 4 hours of playing frustrating, difficult games, and then a 4-hour, which is going to psychologically scar me, a 4-hour jump scare live stream that I'm going to do before the end of the year. I'll be figuring out what those dates are going to be this coming week, and we'll announce that soon, I think. Finally, a big thank you to my boys, Asher and Titus, and especially to my wife, Holly. All of them are living under different circumstances than usual on the weekend because I'm doing this, and I'm a missing component in the family. And Holly is being a single mom all of today and like much of tomorrow, so that I can do this. So thank you, Holly and Asher and Titus, so much. All right, well, let's get into some donor requests. I had 3 donors that donated at the proper tier and then also contacted me in time to let me know what song they would like me to sing. And so what I've taken to doing with these in recent years is that they almost always have been songs that I don't know because I'm not cool. They're popular songs. I know I've heard of a number of them. I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that song. Oh, I've probably heard that in credits of a movie at some point, or, pop culture osmosis. But I don't really know the songs. I couldn't sing them for you. I couldn't sing how they go or know any of the words. Maybe there's a little snippet of the chorus that's catchy that I'm like, oh yeah, I think I know that part of it. But other than that, I don't know these songs. And sometimes I know them even less than that. I know them not at all. And so what I do is I find the lyrics online, print them out, and then I listen to each song once. And then what I do is I pump them into my ears so that I have something to sing along with. And then I just try to sing along with whatever I hear, whatever they're doing. And so it's me giving my best shot at singing these songs and seeing what comes out. So first up is Justin Meyer's request for Africa by the band Toto, which I don't know if they named it after Dorothy's dog or if it's something else. I don't know. I got to tell you, I don't know what's going on in the lyrics of this song. I'm going to sing it first, then we'll talk about the lyrics a little bit. Let's see here. And I think I am going to wear the Viking hat again this year. I just liked wearing it last year. Especially if it's like a song that kind of goes up into my head voice a little bit. I get a little head voice exercise going on, which this one will. Let's see here. It also helps when I sing the songs this way, they end up not sounding much like the original recording, which is good because I discovered one year that singing a song accurately, even a cappella, got picked up by the cyber monsters of YouTube, that the automated cyber monsters that say can't do that, and so I got a little flag or warning or something on my channel. Okay, so let's see here. And okay, so Africa by Toto. Hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. Ding, dong, dong, dong. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. Dunk-a-dunk-dunk-dunk. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Dunk-a-dunk-dunk-dunk. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you." It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Ooh. Dunka 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 dunka. Dung 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 dunka 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 dunka. Wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. Dunk donk chong chong chong. I know that I must do what's right. As sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep, deep, deep inside. Frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Ooh, ooh. Daka 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 daka. Dunk dunk chong 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 daka 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 daka. Here, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rain. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rain down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take the time. Gonna take me never. Daka deka 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 deka. Dun chong gong ka jing chong chong deka 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 deka. Okay. Oh, whoa! We're not ready for that. Okay. So that was Africa by Toto. Now let's look at these words for a moment. I'm sure there's probably some story behind these words that would explain what the crap is going on. Something maybe that the writer had in mind. I probably am picking out something different from this story than they intended. I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. I don't know who she is. I don't know what these drums are about that he's hearing, or why she's only hearing whispers. When do drums, how can you ever mistake drums for whispers of a quiet conversation? She's coming in, 12:30 flight. Okay, interesting trivia. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. Okay, well, as the word is in the Bible, at least sozo, I believe, is the Greek. It just largely means rescue. It's very context sensitive. So just as in Scripture we should ask, saved from what? Every time we see some form of the word salvation, I want to know, what does this guy need saving from? The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I don't know. He's got something going on. I stopped an old man along the way. Let's just talk to a random old guy. hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. Do you have any old forgotten words or ancient melodies you'd maybe want to share with me? I mean, you're old, and so I figure ancient melodies might be your thing. He turned to me as if to say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. What the crap? What's waiting? This is really bizarre. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. That's interesting. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. So this guy's really going to be coming for this girl. I bless the rains down in Africa. Again, an interesting bit of trivia. I don't know what he's got on his mind, you know. There's a lot of crappy stuff going on in Africa, so maybe he's just praying for Africa. I don't know. Bless the rains. Sure. Crops and all that, you know. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. I think he means do. Gonna take some time to do the things we never did or do. But he says never had. Those are the words they sing. That's not a typo here. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. I don't know what that means. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. Solitary company? I'm thinking that solitary and company are not really conducive. Solitary company. So they're going to be restless for a long time if they're waiting for solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. As sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I have no idea what to do with that. I'm not world-traveled enough to understand the significance of that. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing I've become. I'm thinking he's turning into a werewolf. He's around these wild dogs that are crying out in the night. Needs salvation. He's messed up inside, something going on. He's coming after this lady. And he says, it's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I think he's cursed with lycanthropy. I bless the rains down in Africa. I think maybe there's a witch doctor in Africa that he wants to see. And so he just wants Africa to be in a good state when he gets there so the witch doctor can help him out. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. So I think that's what's going on here. I think that he's got a tragic case of the curse of lycanthropy. Anyway. Joel Nelson says, so much better than the original. Thank you, Joel. All right. What's next? Mark Pennington, my gaming buddy Mark. Been playing tabletop games with Mark since high school. Still go out to visit him whenever we can, around every 9 months to a year. More frequent whenever it's possible, but it gets hard as adult life progresses. But my buddy Mark, he wants me to sing That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. Or is it the Ting Tings? I don't know. I'd never heard of this band, never heard of this song. So we're going to give it a go. Okay? That's Not My Name. Oh, wait. No, I have my earbuds in already. That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. Let's see. Let's go back. Here we go. All right. Go ding dong ging gong. 4-letter word to get me along. That's her octaves. Difficulty and I'm biting on my tongue and I can't keep stalling, keeping it together. People around gotta find something to say now. Holding back every day the same. Don't wanna be a loner. Listen to me, oh no. I never say anything at all. But with nothing to consider, they forget my name. Aim. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet, but I'm a riot. Oh, she flips to you. Riot. Mary Julissa, always the same. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. I'll miss the catch if they throw me the ball. I'm the last chick standing up against the wall. Keep falling, these heels that keep me boring. Getting clapped up and sitting on the fence now. So alone all the time, and I lock myself away. Listen to me, oh no, and oh, I'm dressed up out and all with everything considered. She really likes this note. Aim. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet, but I'm a riot. Mary Jolissa, always the same. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Name. Are you calling me, darling? Are you calling me bird? Yeah, that's right. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet, but I'm a riot. Mary Jolissa, always the same. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me Her. They call me Jane. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Quiet, but I'm a riot. Mary Jolissa, always the same. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me Hell. Oh no, wait, it's over now. They printed out more lyrics on this wiki than are actually there. Joel Nelson says, it's so weird to hear Miss Piggy singing That's Not My Name. DT says, I'm hearing the accent of an 80-year-old Polish English woman. Then I have some kind of supernatural gift, because I've never met an 80-year-old Polish English woman. Or maybe you're just hearing that in your head, just independent of anything going on in the stream. All right. Thank you so much, Mark. And I forgot to say thank you to Justin. Justin Myers, thank you so much for your donation. And Mark and Nadine, who also contributed to that. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed that. One more song. And this is Girl, You Know It's True, requested by Joel Nelson. The Milli Vanilli classic, I guess. This one, when I heard the name, I was thinking it was Groovy Kind of Love. Da 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 da, right? And this is not that. This is something else. There's a good, between Joel, you and Mark and Nadine's donation, there's a good amount of rapping going on that I wasn't expecting to do. So here is my version of Girl, You Know It's True. I'm only going to sing this once, but I think that will be more times than Milli Vanilli sang it. Okay, that was a low bar. It was low-hanging fruit, Paeter. Where's the lyrics? I'm a... No. Come on. I didn't have my stuff. He's going real fast here. We can't miss our entrance. Here it is. What? Hang on. He starts with, I'm in love with you, girl. And that's not where these lyrics start. Okay, I'm going to try again. One more time. I'm going to get lost, but that's okay. Or maybe we'll turn it up a little bit so that if he gets off track from what I have here, I'll notice it more quickly, be able to track with him. I'm in love with you, girl, 'cause you're on my mind. You're the one I think about almost every time. And when you pack a smile in everything you do, don't you understand, girl? This love is true. What? That's not even in my things. Dude. Make your mind a mind is my desire, because you contain the quality of the you that I admire. Put it plain and simple, you rule my world, so try and understand. I'm in love, girl. I'm so in love, girl. Girl. I'm just in love, girl. And this is true. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Yes, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. You know it's true. My love is for you. Girl, you know it's true. My love is for you. I can't explain. My emotion starts up when I hear your name. Maybe your sweet, sweet voice was ringing in my ears, simulates my senses, girl, when you are near. Now, what you wear, I don't care how you... What the crap? These are not the lyrics I have. Fuss and war. The reason I like you, girl, is for what you are. If I said I'd think about it, you rule my world. So try to understand. I'm in love, girl. I'm so in love, girl. I'm just in love, girl. And this is true. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Yes, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Girl, you know it's true. My love is for you. Girl, you know it's true. My love is for you. Girl. I'm in love with you, girl. Girl. You, girl. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. You know it's true. My love is for you, true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Girl, yes, you know it's true. Sorry, this girl's not... You, ooh, ooh, I love you. All right. Good gravy. So yeah, that was something a little bit like Girl, You Know It's True. Thank you, Joel, very much for your donation. Joel is also a big donor to a lot of different team members this year. Joel, thank you so much. It's a big deal, man. Big deal. Really appreciate that. All right. Well, hopefully you guys got whatever sick, twisted thing you wanted out of that. And the sick and twisted only continues now. Well, first, I want to highlight this so that you guys don't miss it. But free download day. I reached all of my milestones that I could possibly reach to unlock everything at spiritblade.com. Every digital product at spiritblade.com. That's a bunch of audio dramas and kind of like mini albums that go with the pseudo musical versions of those audio dramas. So like electronic music that I produced, and yeah, all that's free. But November 13th is when it's free. Spiritblade.com. So mark your calendars. Go to spiritblade.com anytime on November 13th. And everything there will have a price of $0. So yeah, don't miss out on that. There's not going to be any rain checks. And this is the only reminder going forward you're going to get from me. That's a week from today, right? Yeah, a week from today. So yeah, November 13th, free download day, spiritblade.com. Do not miss it. All right, now I'm going to share a photo of me that you can't unsee. You won't be able to unsee this photo. I'm going to put it up on the screen while I go and get some materials to get ready for the next milestone stunt that I'm going to do. So while it's up there, I want you to talk amongst yourselves and see if you can determine the context of this image that I'm showing you. And then I'll confirm and tell you what the context was when I get back. Okay, so here's the picture, and then just talk amongst yourselves and give me a minute to grab some things, and I'll be back. Okay. So let me see if I can get over here where you guys can see me a little bit. Yeah, just on the edge here. So, yeah, this is a photo of me pooping. A really bad poop. I was having a bad day on the potty. And why, you might ask, did I take a picture of myself? I took this picture, I want to say 2 years ago, maybe as many as 3. And some of you guys know my friend Michael Tully, who plays Rand Galvanic in the Spirit Blade trilogy. He and I were buddies in college. And he did this thing a couple times after he was a couple years older than me and finished his undergrad and then moved to California for 1 year and before coming back and doing his master's program. And during that year, I got a couple envelopes from him that, like, I had to figure out because there was no return address. I had to really figure out. I knew that it was from I could tell it was from California, and I had to confirm it with him later on. But he sent me these collages of weird pictures, like the Pope with a baby head and wearing a giant bra, like I think on top of the head or something. This really bizarre. No ransom note or anything like that, but unsettling just to see these weird random things taped and glued together and sent to me in the mail. And so I just, in the spirit of that, I was like, I'm going to take a picture of myself in the middle of like just some really agonizing pushing going on. And so I hit that button like multiple times in a row. Because I was not focusing on taking a picture. I was having a moment. I was dealing with some stuff, you know. And I just picked the best one and kept that and sent it to him without any explanation. He was not terribly shocked by it, which says something about him. And this, unfortunately, says something about me, doesn't it? So there you have it. Just know the next time you're having a bad day on the toilet that I've been there. You know, everybody poops. There's a children's book about that. Everybody poops. We all have bad days like that, and we're all human. And so you can know the next time that you have a bad day in the potty that I'm kind of with you in spirit. you just think of this picture, just take in for a moment, the squinting, the little creases around the eyes, just that look of just agony and concentration. This is humanity. Okay. All right, now it's getting real. Now it's getting real. I have to put on a Frozen t-shirt and Frozen socks at the same time, and then shoot water up my nose with the turkey baster. Last year, I think we got the best results from me doing it all at the same time, one after the other, as much as possible. However, this year, I am checking the camera angle. I'm going to have to be sure I'm sitting up so that you guys... Because I was a little low in the camera angle when I was putting it in my nose last year. And so yeah, it's... yeah, so I'm going to try and sit up when I stick it in my nose. DT says... Paeter, sharing photos of him pooping and saving children's lives. A complicated man. Yeah. Craig says, should have known that was pain and not mild discomfort. Yeah, well, maybe not entirely pain, but it was like one of those poops where sometimes your body just takes over. Your body takes over with the pushing, and you're just kind of in the moment. You cannot help but be pushing, Maybe it's a little bit like labor. Yeah, I'm going to say it's exactly like labor, and that I now know what women feel like, and that they don't have any right to complain to me. Yeah, I think I'll say that, and see what that does for my life. Okay. So, let me get... Oh, jeez Louise. I keep trying to figure out a way to get these socks so that they're able to be manipulated. I mean, they're so... I mean, it's like, you can hear it's like it's stepping in snow. Ugh. Just to get them to open up is so hard. They just get frozen in this wrinkled state. And last year I tried to put like a spoon, not a spoon, this year I tried using like a spoon to give me an opening at least to get into. Last year I tried a big cup. Good gravy. My gosh. All right, so that's what I'm working with here. That's one sock. Let me get the other one out. Oh my gosh, I really wrung as much water out of these as I could. I should have had gloves. I even thought about having gloves because my hands get so cold trying to do this. Come on. Oh my gosh. Work with me, please. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. All right, and let's get this shirt at the ready. Here's my shirt. Oh my gosh. This is an old Christian Geek Central shirt that the text and the print is worn off quite a bit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my hands are getting so cold already. Jeez. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be so bad. All right. What should I do? Socks first or shirt? You won't have time to tell me. I'm just going to choose. All right. Let's, I guess let's do the shirt first. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is bad. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. It's going to be bad. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? Oh, socks. Oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. One sock. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, come on. Come on. Please. Ah! Oh my gosh. Get on, please. Okay, I'm calling that on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where's the turkey baster? Jeez Louise. Okay. 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 Don't, these socks. My gosh. Oh. Oh no. No. Get the thing out. Do you need to, I'm gonna get my stuff all wet. Oh crap. Okay, still plenty of water in there. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, other one. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so much worse than when I watch the replay. Here we go. Oh, my brain. My brain. Oh, what the crap am I doing with my life? Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Wow. That's really something. That's really something. You know, I thought I would be a little more prepared for the water up the nose thing because, as some of you guys know, last year, a little before this time, I had been developing, I just hadn't noticed it because it was slight. And it still is pretty slight and intermittent. But this condition called patulous eustachian tube, which is a kind of a popping in your ears, and you can minimize that or reduce it or make it go away for a time if you're having a bad bout of it by putting salt water in your nose, not with a turkey baster, and not forcefully and in that volume, but it's salt water, and so that's more intense than regular water to have up your nose like that in your nasal cavities and stuff. And so I thought, I've been doing that a few times over this last year, so I'll probably be pretty ready for the turkey baster water up the nose. Turns out no. Turns out forcing water up your nose with a turkey baster is still extremely unpleasant. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. I'm seeing some LOLs. Good. Glad you guys are enjoying that. My wife Holly's in the chat. She says, I can't believe you all follow this guy. TMI about my pooping stuff. I wondered if you were watching that, my lady, and feeling embarrassed for me or cringing a bit. And Joel says, Holly, the heart wants what the heart wants. All right, let's see here. The neighbors must think someone is being murdered. Actually, our next door neighbors do know that I'm doing this marathon today, but I didn't tell them I do this weird stuff as a part of it. Reawaken hymns. You may need to see a therapist. I wouldn't be surprised. At some point in my life, I think that's almost inevitable. Both on a joking level and probably on a serious level too. Let's see. Craig says, for a second I thought he was turning into the Hulk. Jeez. And Titus says through Holly's chat, you're insane. Joel says, my boys enjoyed that so much. Are we terrible for enjoying this? Says Justin. Yes. No. No, I do it for your enjoyment. I'm glad you do. If I was watching somebody else do this, that I watched regularly, I would probably enjoy it on some level too. Okay, all right. So, what is next? Now that that nightmare is over. Oh, a new nightmare. Great. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 7. Thanks, Ray McCann. So give me a minute or two to kind of get set up for that. And Holly, if you're watching at this point, we might be running a little behind schedule, so I might not need you in here until like, I don't know, 11:05. We'll just see. Okay, yeah. So give me a couple minutes here, guys. Hey. Were you watching that? Pretty nuts, huh?
That was crazy. I'm assuming it's still streaming.
Yes. Yes, I'm getting ready to do another game request. Oops, I gotta get rid of this thing.
So I should probably go because this is a horror game.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have fun getting tortured.
Thank you. Oh man, Francisco Ruiz is getting an enhanced viewing experience. He says, my kids got an ice pack out of the freezer and put it all over my torso, making me cry out in pain while you were putting on the frozen clothes. Well, they wanted you to empathize. They wanted you to have compassion. All right, let's do some Resident Evil 7. Specifically, let's do 15 minutes of it. That's how much I'm giving to each of these donor-requested games, and I don't think I could handle giving more than that to Resident Evil. Now, it's only going to be able to be so scary because it's so bright in here. I got lights on me. But I'm thinking it's... I've already played the first 5 hours of this for a review. You can watch my review, and a lot of it is me freaking out and singing and trying not to go insane and failing through that. So that's some good jump scare content all by itself. Don't show again. Continue. Yes. And there's our timer. I'm going to try and just intentionally try to find the scary stuff as fast as I can. So I'm not going to be as methodical in my exploration here.
This is the place.
Now this much I've actually seen already. I couldn't quite get myself saved like I thought I could right as I'm entering the house because of the autosave system that they use here. So this I've seen before. Accept her gift. Oh, you know what? Let me, hang on. Check. Okay. So my jumps may still be just a little bit a split second before the scares. We'll see. Oh, creepy guy. And then he just disappears. I've got the brightness on the picture way up because I'm in such a well-lit room. See, I knew that was coming, so that didn't scare me. Let me crank up the volume, though. See if there are any scares to be had for me here. All right. Okay. I just watched the rebooted movies for Texas Chainsaw Massacre a few weeks ago. Okay. And this definitely seems like it's taken some cues from them. Ugh. Okay. Here we go. Scary. Where are the people? Scary people?
Do you like games? I like games. Do you like games too? I like games too. I like games too.